Hello, YouTube people. How's it going? Friends, maybe some family, YouTube viewers, fans, if those even exist. How's it going, everybody? Whoever's watching, just wanted to take a little moment. Can I go lower? Hey, there we go. Wanted to do a little bit of a talking situation with you guys. In my last update video, I talked a whole bunch about, what's going on with the YouTube channel, what I'm doing, and wanted to do a little update video. So, hopefully, you guys are doing well. I'm actually doing good, man. There's a whole bunch of things to update, so we're gonna be talking. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy my little talk video. I never prepare for these things. It's always like kind of like, okay, I'm kind of in the mood to do this now, so I'll sit down and do it. So I put the camera on and did it. So the reason why I decided to make this video right now is my friend Kenny was here. Kenny's one of the crew of fellow collectors, resellers, customizers. Our friend Leland, our mutual friend Leland, always gets all of us together at ToyCon, New Jersey. We get pretty much the whole row there, and like 5, sometimes 6 of us or more kind of get tables next to each other, and we just hang out, have a good time, nerd out, sell stuff, buy stuff, you know what I mean? So Kenny's one of those people. Today, in fact, about an hour ago, Kenny was over here, right here at my house, and he bought about 6 totes of my stuff. I'm not going to tell you how much he paid. I'm not going to tell you exactly all what he got. Some of it I will. But yeah, let's rewind a little bit. Those of you that remember, about 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago now, I was kind of going through a minimalism thing. I never became a minimalist. Look at my office. I'm not going to say it's ridiculous. If it works for some people, that's fantastic. If they can completely, get rid of everything and just focus on experiences and people and friends, that's awesome. But I've always been a collector my entire life, and it's kind of hard for me not to collect. I like cool things. Ooh, shiny. But, the name of my channel is Nostalgic. I do happen to have a lot of nostalgia. Most of the reasons are because, I left Ukraine when I was a kid. I was like 9. I was 10 years old. And we moved to Canada. So throughout that gentle age, that's when we're most impressionable. That's when we, enjoyed things. But before that in Ukraine, I watched a whole bunch of cool stuff, RoboCop, Turtles, all that. And then moving to Canada was a huge culture shock. And then moving to America a bunch of years after that was another culture shock. Then we moved between different states. So it's always been a lot of culture shocks. I've always had to make friends, then say goodbye to them, then make new friends. And, that tends to kind of mess with you a little bit, But, over the decades of my life, I'm 45 now. Over all the decades of traveling and experiencing different countries, different friends, different people, different cultures, I regret nothing. I am so blessed to have been able to, experience all that and experience different people. And not to mention, I've traveled Europe, a whole bunch of countries. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Thankful to my dad. Thankful to my friends and family and all that good stuff. So, so yeah, back to the minimalism thing. I've always collected stuff. I'm not gonna stop. It's the quantity you need to watch out for. And I've learned that lesson a bunch of times. But this time, to be honest with you, After my last decluttering minimalism thing, I've actually inspired a whole bunch of people to do the same, like go through their collection, get rid of stuff that's not as important as other stuff, you know, leave the sentimental things for the end, and, you know, a whole bunch of that stuff. I'll make future videos about all of that and my experiences with decluttering sentimental items and like some things that my dad gave me or from my mom or my grandparents or whatever. Um, I'll never get rid of all of it, but too much is too much. Yeah, minimalism got back into my head because I found myself one day kind of sitting around my office here where we are now, and I was like, oh no, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Um, and I was like, dude, I this is not cool. And I started remembering like the more stuff you have, the more you have to like curate it, the more it's on your mind, and the more like you're worrying like how to reshuffle it or this and that. And being on YouTube, like I've been for over a decade, maybe even two now, probably almost 2 decades. I never tried to be like a YouTuber. Sometimes I would get a little more popular than others, and throughout different genres of things I've done on YouTube, you know, I usually, if I stick to it, it goes up and you get views and you actually can make money on YouTube. So this time around, I did like a major push last year in 2024 where I wanted to have my channel reach 10,000 subs. I reached that in 2024. And now, after I reached it, I was kind of like, well, I'm there. I'm done. Like, I don't think I'm going to get up to like 100,000 or whatever, become like a YouTuber. I mean, that's not off the table, but I really don't feel it right now. I don't feel like I want to put in the work, put in the editing, put in the time, and YouTube's not easy. I know a lot of people think it's easy, but you gotta manage your viewers. You gotta like think of ideas to make videos. Sometimes you gotta like be like, dude, I gotta make daily videos or once a week. And if you have other responsibilities, there's not a lot of time for that. So, yeah, about a month ago, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. Not from like making videos, but from being like a slave to the algorithm. So I demonetized my channel on purpose. I know there's a lot of you new YouTubers who are like trying to get past that 1,000 subs. You're trying to get all those watch time hours, and you really want to get monetized. And I made a video about that already. Slow your roll, guys. It's a lot more work after you get monetized. Also, you're gonna have tax issues because it's not simple. It affects, if you have another income, it can ruin your tax returns because you have another income from YouTube. So that, and yeah, I was just like, I need to demonetize. I don't want to look out for getting, like, what do you call it, copyright strikes because I wanted to use some music or song, but because it's copywritten, it'll like do something bad or give you a strike. I actually got one. I got one copyright strike from a diecast company because I reviewed a Porsche. I reviewed a Rexy, right? The green Rexy with a little figure. It was like a very nice model. I got rid of that today to Kenny, by the way. But I guess it wasn't licensed. So the company that owns the rights to Rexy, I guess, saw my video and they like stopped my video and gave me a copyright strike. And I'm like, I was just reviewing a toy that I got, and I made like $2 on that video. What the fuck? Anyway, that didn't matter. The whole point is, I really don't care. So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't care. Good for you. The video's not there. It's like on my other channel. I have a Ukrainian channel. I have another channel. I have like 5 or 6 other channels that I do other stuff on for fun. But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe some butthurt jackass reported it. I don't know. It really didn't bother me at all. I don't care. So yeah, that the point is, I demonetized my channel because I didn't want to continue chasing something that's attainable, but I really don't want to put in the time. I have so many other responsibilities. I have other jobs. I have other incomes. YouTube, when I started it, it was for fun. I really enjoyed just making videos. But like after a while, especially after you get monetized, it's like, dude, like it kind of takes the fun away from it, because now you're answering to Google. There's so much stuff you can't do. There's so much stuff you shouldn't do. Then you have to like study how the algorithm works, and the algorithm changes like every year. So you'll spend months learning how it worked, and then next year it's different, and everything you learn doesn't really matter. So I was like, fuck it, I'm done. So demonetized. Happy to do it. Felt so much freedom. As soon as I clicked that button, I'm like, I don't have to answer to Google anymore. So yeah, cheers to that. So, with all of that being said, the minimalism thing. As you can see, I still have diecast. I still have toys. It's not that much. It still looks like a lot. I still love this stuff. And all of the stuff I have on my walls, on my display here, on my displays over here, I love it all. And I can honestly say to you right now, there's no other like bins, there's no other box, there's nothing else anywhere except on my walls on display and in this room that and it's everything that I love. It's everything that has meaning to me. It's like cool stuff at 209, Rocketeer, Green Ranger, Fast and Furious, Kaido House, you know, like some of my 118 scales, some stuff from my childhood, some stuff from my friends, customs, the whole customs collection. It feels so effing good, guys. And I don't know if I can explain it to you. I know it's probably corny how I'm talking or what I'm talking about, but it's such a huge load off. And I had this feeling the first time I did all that decluttering and minimalism a few years ago, but that was a different time. A lot of that kind of came from my dad passing away, and a bunch of other drama that happened with a couple of jerks on YouTube, and all of that, like, in combination with my cats passing away, my previous cats, Houdini and Asia, and a bunch of other deaths in the family, and a couple of friends dying of overdose. It's... And, of course, the war in Ukraine. So all of that was, like, crushing me, man. And, you know, I found some amazing friends during that time. God bless all of you guys that were there for me over the past 3-4 years. Everyone that's been in touch with me over the past 3-4 years, thank you. I love you. Thank you. You guys mean the world to me. You're like family. And I made a bunch of friends, like actual friends, not just like YouTube buddies or collaborators, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that time was more like, I'm not sure how to handle all this loss and all this stress, and how life was beating on me, and my mom getting Parkinson's and all that. So the last 4 years have been hell. So that first minimalism thing, decluttering, was more like, it was really weighing me down, so I got rid of a bunch of stuff, but I left a whole bunch of stuff. And I kept collecting because I would always buy stuff and get donations for the auctions that I do, charity auctions for Ukraine. So like I would always still be on a hunt, and it would sometimes I'm like, oh, I can use that for my collection, you know. And it's slowly, because I'm a collector and an addict, I guess. You know, if you guys are collectors, you know how that is. It's not easy. So this time around, it was a very conscious thing. Like I said, I was in this room and I was looking around and I'm like, didn't I already do this? Didn't I declutter? Didn't I like read all these Seneca books, Stoicism, minimalism books, documentaries, YouTube videos, books, and like all of that was like what, nothing. So I was like, nah, this can't continue. So even though a lot of it was awesome and amazing, I had to leave the stuff that is exceptionally awesome and amazing, and that's what I'm surrounded with. Like everything I'm looking at here, I'm like, hell yes. There's like a saying where they say, um, if it's not a hell yeah, it's a hell no. So it might be a little black and white, but if you look at your whole collection and you're looking at something and you're not like, hell yeah, that's fucking awesome, I want that. If it's not that hell yeah, then you have to really put it in your head and be like, yeah, that means it's a hell no. That means, why do I have it? Is it because I'm trying to impress someone on YouTube? Is it because I'm thinking someone someday is gonna come into my room and be like, oh, that's cool, oh, that's cool? Why? Does that really matter to you, for someone to validate your collection, for your street cred? You know what I mean? So yeah, everything in my room right now, in my office and my collection, is a hell motherfucking yeah. So I'm totally excited. I'm totally happy. And again, I'm not done with collecting. Not that it matters to any of you, or that I care if it matters to anyone else. Just like it shouldn't to you, you know, with your collection and what you do with your life and your ideals and morals. So, you know, it's awesome. I am incredibly like beside myself here. I have been putting in a lot of work and fixing my house here that I'm the owner of. Um, just fixing up everything that was kind of put on hold because of my head being cluttered with thoughts and collections and other life issues, you know? So I try not to share everything on this channel because I learned my lesson the hard way. Everyone doesn't need to know what you're going through, what you've been through, what your situation is. People don't need to know that. You should only share what you allow others to know about you. And that's what I've been doing for a few years now. So, yeah, I learned a lot. You know, there's a lot of good that comes out of a lot of bad and out of a lot of negativity. If you don't let yourself get lost in the negative, you'll learn a lot of positive and you'll appreciate things. And that's another thing with too much stuff. You know, like as far as sentimental items go in your collection or just in your house, if everything's sentimental, then like what makes everything special? You know what I mean? Like everything's sentimental, everything. So like, okay, don't you think it makes more sense to like, if you only have some things that are sentimental, then those few things that are sentimental, they become like really important. Like they have meaning, they have value, not monetary, obviously. So like the sentimental things I have in my collection, they're like awesome things. Like I'll pick one thing up and I can reflect on it, remember things. My dad gave me this at this point. There's a story behind it. It's freaking awesome, you know? So, oh, I'll be right back. Sorry. Stuff's happening. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, sentimental stuff. Anyway, I'm not gonna like, oh, too close. I'm not gonna like go too far into that. I think I made my piece or whatever about that. So yeah, I just think it's so cool that there's not a ton of crap here. I don't have bins waiting for the flea market. I don't have bins waiting for an auction. I don't have stuff just in case stuff laying around. Like maybe one day, when I'll have a perfect setup or a perfect house, I'll be able to display all this stuff the way I want to. That's never gonna happen. If it does, you probably will have money and you can buy those things again and display them. They might even be cheap because it's later. They might be more expensive, but you might not want them then. You know what I mean? You have to live for today. You have to collect for you now. You know, it's like wearing your clothing now. Like, why do I need to save my skinnier clothing because I'm like fatter right now than I was last year at the beginning of last year? Most of the clothing, t-shirts, I don't need because right now I don't fit on them, so they don't need to be there. I'll save a couple of things just in case I do lose weight. I can have a pair of pants somewhere in the bottom, a couple of t-shirts. You know, then I can have that while I'm getting a new wardrobe. You know, I hope I'm making sense. I'm not trying to like convert anyone into decluttering their closet. I'm not trying to influence anybody. I never really have. My channel's always been about my journeys through collecting, through self-improvement, through art, through my relationships with people. It was never my intention to like influence people into doing what I'm doing. I never implied that what I'm doing is right. I never implied that I'm better than any of you. Um, I've never tried to earn street cred by having a bunch of super treasure hunts and stuff. I have a bunch of dope ass stuff, street cred chases and stuff. But I'm not beating myself on the chest about them. I'm not like saying that's what I collect. That's my collection. I'm better than you. All you're collecting is mainline Hot Wheels. You're a loser. Like, no. Everybody has their own choice in what they like to collect. Everyone has their, reasons for why they collect things. Shit, there's motherfuckers out there collecting nail clippings. Good for you, man. Not my thing. But, whatever, man. Whatever tickles your pickle. That's my point. I've always been genuine with all of you, my viewers on YouTube, on social medias. I've just basically, all I've been doing is sharing my life, my journey. That's it, man. My thoughts about stuff. I never claimed that. I've never been a gatekeeper. I've never been the guy that tells you this is the way I do it is the right way. So, the only thing I preach is whatever makes you happy, whatever brings you joy, do that. Collect what you love. Own your collection. Don't let your collection own you. Create relationships with people that bring you value, not monetary value, that bring you value. Someone that you can talk to, someone you can bounce things that are like-minded individuals might bounce off of each other. That's what I've always been about. Quick side note, there have been people on YouTube that have tried to drag my name through the mud. There's people on YouTube that still talk trash about me, that still make up silly stories about me or what I do or who I am. None of these people know who I am. Everything they say is complete and utter bullshit. All that stuff that happened. And yeah, I'll get back to that story eventually. But as you can tell, it bothered me a lot because it was something that happened from like 3 individuals on YouTube. You're probably subscribed to some of them. It was messed up because they kind of teamed up on me and really hurt my feelings, really hurt me because of their personal selfish agendas, because they're narcissistic personalities, because they just didn't like what I was all about, that I was actually genuine, that I was actually helping people and fellow YouTubers on YouTube, and that I never asked for anything. I never had donate money to me. I think I have I had like a members only thing, not members only where you show your dingling, but on YouTube there's like subscribe button. It basically you can like donate $1 or two to someone. I had that for like a year or two, but that was started mostly for people to be able, when they bid on things on like claim sales or whatever, if they were a member, they would get dibs. So that's all that was set up for, so that people, trolls, wouldn't mess with me and stuff like that. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was the sidetrack. Just wanted you guys to know that this happened. These YouTubers were at first acting like they were all my friends. They all I supported them. I vouched for them. Um, I've given them so many gifts because I thought they were my friends, like hundreds of dollars worth of diecast and stuff like that. And yeah, in the end, they really did me dirty and made videos about me and called me the worst names out there. I deserved none of it. I'm confident enough to say that. I had a lot of time to reflect on it, and it's fucked up what they did. So we'll elaborate on that story eventually. I really don't care how they retaliate, what kind of bullshit they do. I just noticed, if anybody, I noticed other YouTubers, if they comment anything about specifically one of these guys, and they would write like a very honest comment about this person, and they would be like, yeah, he seems fake, he seems like he's full of shit, he's like this and that. And this guy, right away, if you mention his name, he'll get his buddies off of YouTube, whatever, his followers, they'll go to your YouTube and they'll all comment under that video and be like, what are you talking about, this and this and this, and like they kind of threaten you because you're not allowed to give your opinion, because they will all kind of team up on you and really mess with you and really mess you up. So you have to like stop saying what you're saying. You have to start saying positive things about them. Otherwise, they will fucking unleash hell on you. And that's not right. That's not right. So that's something I'll have to address at a later date. I've been promising to talk about this. I just don't want to. Like, those people are just so negative and so like I just don't have the desire to, but I know I have to. A lot of my friends told me, you just have to make that video. You have to tell that story of what these people did to you. So I will. And it's going to be very juicy. Huh, buddy? I know you're watching. What's up? Yeah, honestly, man, cheers to you guys. So, I'm not much of a drinker. Just enjoying my Saturday afternoon. Gonna go barbecue later. So, that was a nice little side note. I had to address it because it's on my mind a lot. It's all that happened right after my dad died, after the war in Ukraine started. They made things political, they made things personal, and lied a whole bunch on me. So I can't let that go. I just can't. I tried. I really tried. So other than that, yeah, the minimalism thing has been amazing. Right now, another reason why I sold so much stuff is I needed to make room right here. See, all those shelves are empty. That's because those shelves are empty because that's where my art supplies are gonna go. Ooh, and this table is where I'm gonna make my art. Most of my actual good friends have been really pushing me to continue making my art that looks kind of like that, and I have other projects and stuff that I plan to do. So that's what I'm going back to. I've talked about this in my videos before, and I told you guys I'm planning to do it. That's what I'm doing, but I'm actually doing it now. And I mentioned before in my videos that I'm not going to talk about something unless I'm actually doing it. That's why I'm talking about it. I'm actually doing it, and I'm excited, man. I'm very happy about it, for myself, for my own well-being. I'm an artist, you know. I finished film school. I finished schools, fine art schools. I've done sculpture. I've done painting. I've done installation art. I've taken school for all of that, and you know, and film, of course. I've worked on a bunch of films, movies, documentaries. I've made a bunch of my own. I've won awards at film festivals, and I am on IMDb for a couple of movies. So, yeah, art is what gives me like passion in life. Art is what like drives me. It's what like makes me feel most alive. You know what I mean? So I just need to get back to that. And all this collecting stuff, it was, I don't know if it was just me coping with loss or coping with self doubt. You know, I used to make a living making art. I used to bring in like $8,000 a month from an art gallery, and I had another job on the side of that. I was doing amazing. Um, but yeah, that stopped when I had to give my time to my parents because they were almost reaching bankruptcy with their house. So I had to take all my savings, save the house, and you know, any more than that will be too personal. So anyway, but so yeah, collecting was kind of like something to help me cope with all of the things I had to do because collecting's easy. You buy stuff. You know what I mean? You buy stuff, you display it. In my case, also make YouTube videos about it. But at this point in my life and where I am and what I'm doing, I'm financially secure enough. You're never financially secure enough, but I'm not losing the house. So, um, and I have time to be at home. So I'm gonna make more art. I'm gonna make art. I'm making art already. Huh? And yeah, I'm excited about what I'm making now. And I have at least 3 people that ask me to make things for them. And it's locked in. We talked about how much they're paying and all that good stuff. So um, I'm working on stuff, and that's making me happy. And I'm not cluttered by crap, collections of different crap. I still have lots of crap. I still have collections. I still have a Blu-ray collection. I still have a book collection. I have Ukrainian military patch collection. Um, oh my god, I still have my old stamp collection, sticker collection. Oh, that's not going away. Um, I have, now I inherited, since my dad passed away, I have his pocket watch collection and watch collection. He had watches from like 300 years ago. Um, a bunch of his antique things, coins. I have stuff still. That's why it was kind of easy to get rid of most of my diecast and most of my like toys and stuff, and just keep the badass stuff I love. So, not to sound like a broken record, yeah, I'm just excited, and I wanted to share with you guys, you know, what I'm going through and how I'm feeling. For those of you that want to watch this, you know, ever since I stopped making like pet hunting videos and just daily diecast videos, like the views went down, and that's completely fine with me because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to make a career out of it. If it grows again, I'll remonetize my channel. I'll keep hitting it hard. But right now, YouTube's not in any way my priority. It'll be like kind of a vlog channel from now on. I'll still do reviews here and there if I buy some cool diecast or toys. I'll probably share with you how I'm working on my art or what art I made. I'll share my philosophies with you guys, answer your questions. If you have any questions about me or about anything, feel free to leave your comments down below or hit me up on Instagram and Messenger if you want to stay private. I've had a whole bunch of people reach out to me over the past year since the thing I talked about, since the drama that those guys started. And they have been basically saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I stopped talking to you because of what they did. I had a couple of people mention, you know, just... I feel blessed. I feel blessed that it's turning around because the true colors of bad people is showing. And a lot of people are starting to see it. And they're coming my way and they're like, dude, my bad. Or like, I'm sorry, I have no idea what actually went on because I never told my side of the story. And another thing that I also did was I had a bunch of bins in my other living room. Well, it's a 2-story house, so anyway. In the other room, I had bins with art projects that I've been working on. Some of you might know about the Mustang project. Oh, that thing, the Mustang project. I've been collecting hundreds of cars for this project. I'm still not sure if it's gonna happen because I need a lot of epoxy. I need to like get sponsored by an epoxy company or something. But and I've had like revisions of what I'm gonna do with that project, and at the same time, I'm almost thinking like maybe I should just abandon that, make like a small version of that project just to have in my memories collection, and just sell off all the Mustangs that aren't my like personal collection. We'll see, we'll see. But my point is, I got rid of a whole bunch of things. Like I used to make steampunk guns. I made dozens of steampunk guns. They all sold for hundreds of dollars. I still had a whole bunch of Nerf guns and like copper wiring, tubing, gauges, gears, like all in my shed. I still have a bunch of like the better stuff, but I saved that. But most of the like big Nerf guns and other things like that I was thinking that I'm gonna do, I'm like, I haven't done any of that in over 10 years. I'm gonna get rid of it. Why? Why? Someday I'll make it. If I haven't made it now, I'm just not gonna make it. And if it comes back to me to make something, I'll find parts. It'll be something new, something different, something better. So, um, I canceled probably 10 art projects that I've been sitting on for mental clarity, and that's the point of this video. Decluttering, minimalism, mental clarity, and I'm telling you what I've done, what I'm gonna do, and what I'm doing. And yeah, so I actually had like 30 White Tiger Zord Megazords, well, Zords, White Ranger. They were all in different shitty shapes. I used to hoard them from the flea market because I was gonna make one big White Tiger Zord out of like 20 or 50 White Tiger Zords, like make a sculpture. Then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I would have to smoke a lot of weed to like sit down and start making that, and I have other things I can make. So totally got rid of that. Some of it I threw out, some of it I just gave to somebody, stuff like that. So yeah. Uh, and yeah, I had a bunch of comic books for certain 3D collages that I want to make. Then I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make those because I have better ideas now. So I got rid of like, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 pounds worth of comic books out of my house. They were already ripped up. I used stuff out of them in the past for my other projects. But I was like, if I'm gonna be working on a project, I'm just gonna get the comics for that project, use those, make the project, throw the rest out. There's no reason to have stacks of shit for someday, and you're not even gonna remember. Like the stuff I went through, I'm like, oh my god, I had this, I had that, I had these posters, I had these things. Like I forgot. So it makes no sense to just hoard stuff just in case someday you'll do something with it. So yeah, minimized my projects, got rid of that, and again, it gave me so much like freedom, mental like clarity. I'm like, those aren't hanging on my head anymore. And like right now, I'm still. That's why I'm thinking about the Mustang one. And here's your example. It's on my mind. Like people ask me about it on YouTube. Hey, how's that Mustang project? Or you doing anything with that? And in my own head, I'm like, oh man, am I still gonna do that? Should I still do that? How am I gonna do it? Maybe I should reimagine what I'm gonna do with it. And it's taking up like useful time and out of my head. You know what I mean? Like you only get one life, and like I don't want to keep sitting there thinking like, oh, I might feel obligated to all the people that donated a bunch of Mustangs for that project. Um, it's tough. So I don't know. I might X the Mustang project. Try to do maybe like a whatnot sale one day. Try to sell off all those Mustangs and donate the money to Ukraine, where it will actually make a difference and it'll help people. So I don't know. We'll see. Again, leave your comments, questions down below. Anything you're thinking about, ask me, man. I'll answer. So yeah, let's see. What else? What else we got? I'm really not a fan of a Stella Artois. I drink Yingling or Kona ale. Um, I usually prefer out of the tap, but I'm not much of a drinker, guys. I just like to do that sometimes on the weekend. Man, so yeah, I'm getting back to not collecting. Shut up, Nas. I'm getting back to gaming more. I have a Switch. I actually recently picked up a second Switch from my friend Matthew. Um, just to have one. I don't want to travel with the special Zelda edition Switch OLED. So my friend Matthew bought himself a Switch 2, and he's like, that shit's too expensive. So he's like, I'm going to sell my original Switch. So he told me how much. He's going to give me a bunch of other games, a controller with it, a bunch of stuff. Gave me an amazing deal. So I picked up a second one. I'm going to set up something in this office so that when I'm working on art, I can either have YouTube play, or if I want to take a break and just, play a little, Turtles or something, or the old Revenge of Shinobi, so I'll have a office Switch and then a living room Switch where we play with Maggie. So I've been very excited about that. I'm more of a retro video gamer than anything new. Everything new is just a point of view guy running, shooting, slashing, whatever. It doesn't really excite me. I like fighting games like Soul Calibur 2, Street Fighter. I like racing games. I used to be all about Gran Turismo stuff. So yeah, stuff like that. And but yeah, mostly side-scroller retro games. That's what I like. It's just fun for me. I don't know. Don't tell me how to game. So, yeah. Also, I've been saving money a lot now that I'm not like actively collecting all the time and serving YouTube with look what I got. FOMO. I got the next new Hot Wheel. I don't even collect Hot Wheels anymore. Like I keep telling people, there's no main lines here. I have 10, 20 mainline Hot Wheels of castings I absolutely love. I might get one or two in the future. I don't even have that many premium Hot Wheels. I have a couple of Supers. I have a couple of Chases from Hot Wheels. I have some RLCs. If it's a car I really like and I like how Hot Wheels actually made it, it's fine. It's going into my collection, but I don't have a brand loyalty to Hot Wheels. I love Kaido House. I might have brand loyalty to Kaido House, but collect what you like, bitch. So I absolutely love Kaido House. I love Mini GT, Ignition model. Yeah, there's no brand loyalty. I like different FPGM. If it's a really good design, it's executed well, it has good detail, especially if stuff opens, I'm sold. I don't care what the name of your brand is. I just love Junimai. That's why I like Kaido House. I like him as a person. I like what he's doing. I like his hustle. I love his designs. I love his history. He's an artist, so I love artists. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that a little bit. So let's see what else. I don't know, man. Okay. So with all that being said, that was probably like half an hour. I just wanted to touch on all those points that I just talked about. Mental clarity, decluttering, minimalism, assholes on YouTube. My past, people passing away, my collection, my style, my collecting habits, why I got rid of my collection, most of them, and why I still have a collection and what it all means to me. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. So my next update, I guess, to life. This is a vlog, guys. So thank you to those who have listened so far and are listening to this, watching this, whatever. Hopefully not on the big screen because, hey man, what's going on over there? Maybe you need to declutter. Look at all that crap. Do you need that crap? What is that? What's that crap right there? Why? No. I don't care. Hoard all you want, man. I don't care. So yeah, my mood's definitely better. And next thing I'm doing is I've been struggling with smoking cigarettes for since I was 16. I've quit cigarettes 4 times. Each time I quit for a bunch of years. So I would smoke. Let's say I smoked for like 3 years. Then I'm like, shit, I need to quit. This is just sucking my money out. And cigarettes right now are like expensive, bro. I smoke American Spirit, so there's no like additives in there. I don't cough from it. It's just tobacco, from native Indians that produce it. So I've quit 4 times, and I would quit for as long as I smoked, like for 3 years, sometimes 4 years. Not a smoker at all, don't care. Then I would pick it up again. I'm like, just one. And just one never works, man. Take my advice, anyone who's addicted to anything. Just one means you just broke your bunch of years of not doing something, whatever you're addicted to. But just one means you just broke that. So why not have another one? Why not have 2? I'll just have a pack this week, then I'll never have another pack after that. No, it escalates, it snowballs, and that's how I started smoking again every time I quit for a bunch of years. I don't need advice, by the way, guys. Don't give me advice how to quit, get a patch, or do this, replace that. I did this when I quit. I know exactly how to quit. I've quit cold turkey every time I quit. Just smoke the last cigarette and don't buy anymore. Once you're through the first week of quitting, you're golden. You're still gonna have cravings, you're still gonna want to, but it's not hard after the first week because the physical withdrawal is what sucks. So, sometimes smoking a little weed helps, because you're still smoking something. So, but that's for some people, not everybody. It's legal now in most states, so I can say that. My channel is not for children. I'm 45, man. My channel, I'm not here to cater to kids. I'm not here to whatever. But I try to be polite. I try not to curse. I try not to do too much of this on camera. This is just a vlog of me talking to my subscribers, friends, and people who care to listen to any of this. So thank you. If you watch this far, write cheers in the comments. That way I know you actually watched this far. So cheers to you, my friend. But it doesn't matter. So yeah, quitting smoking is a must. I'm doing that right now. I've been slowly weaning down until that last cold turkey quitting. Doing okay with that. So shout out to my man Pondo. Me and him talk often. If you're watching, Pondo, what's up? My southern brother. Yeah. He's going through shit too, and he had to quit because of a medical procedure, and that's all I'll tell you about that. The rest is personal. But yeah, we became really good friends, and he was actually dicked over by those people I mentioned from YouTube. He was another victim of their little gang up on him and totally like bringing my man down, and damn, it was bad. So yeah, quit smoking. Next, lose weight. I'm saying all this to hold myself accountable for when I watch this in a month or so. Losing weight is important because in the beginning of 2024, I was at my ideal weight. Because at that point, I had quit smoking. I started walking a lot. You guys probably saw the walking and talking videos in 2023 at the end of that. I was feeling good, man. I was in shape. I was healthy. I wasn't smoking. I still drink sometimes, but it's not like a problem. It's not like I have to get drunk like you would in college. It's like, a drink of whiskey, 3 beers with a barbecue, like normal human stuff. So yeah, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. In the middle of 2024, I just fucking gained weight back. And I was like, what the fuck happened, man? I mean, I had a big ass beard. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like big old beard. Yeah, I'm done with that too for now. For now. It's what matters right now, man. You might be dead and gone tomorrow, so do what's important today. Okay. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, quit smoking, lose weight. I have already started to eat healthy. I cook every day because I take care of my mom. So I prepare meals every day. So I cook for everyone that lives here with me. Um, I clean every day. I take care of my garden. I'm a huge gardener, not like veggies and stuff. I'm into growing like plants, trees, bushes, landscaping. I love that shit. I love it so much, man. I got Japanese maples. I got regular maples. I got a monstera plant, um, cacti. I've delved into air layering, like where you take a tree and cut into it and try to get it to root while the branch is still on a tree, and you try to get it to root, and then you cut it under it and then plant it, and that becomes a tree. I'm growing some dragon fruit. There's a lot I'm doing, man. And I'm super excited about all of those things, man. And I'm not on drugs. I haven't smoked weed in over a year, or maybe even two. There might have been like one vape hit when I went to a movie because my friends were doing it, so I was like, fine. But I don't really do that much anymore, or at all, for the past few years. Nothing wrong with weed, by the way, as long as you can handle it and not let it take you, you know. Own your weed, don't let your weed own you. Yeah, so that's my mantra. So yeah, just getting my shit in order, making sure my mom's healthy, making sure me and Maggie are good, taking care of my fucking awesome two cats, Oliver and Penny. Uh, we got them as kittens a year ago. They just turned 1 year old, and I love them so much. They're amazing. One cuddles up next to me at night. Sometimes like just sleeps on my face, trying to murder me. It's great. Um, yeah, Maggie and I have a bunch of plans together. Not gonna go into that. And yeah, some of my new content on YouTube is gonna be more of me and Maggie traveling, Maggie and I traveling, different places. We'll, show you some things that we're looking at, like we've done before. I might even do a peg hunt video here and there if I feel like it. Not because I want to look for anything, just to have fun doing it. I like the journey. It's way more important than the destination, man. Way more important. Because all of our destination is IDS. Imminent Death Syndrome. We're all gonna die. Anyway, so yeah, because of that, enjoy every day. Enjoy the people you have around you. Make good friends. Quality, not quantity, for friendships. And yeah, none of this garbage behind me matters. It's just here while I'm alive to make me happy or have something cool to look at. You know what I mean? That's it. So, yeah, I think I've updated you pretty much on everything, man. Let me show you around a little bit. Bonus for everyone that hung around this long and listened to Nas jibber jabber. And yeah, let me show you some stuff. Okay, you guys know Gary. It's my good old Godzilla. I made a few videos of him talking, where he was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" It's one of my art toys that I made. You got a little Mandalorian with Raptor and all that good stuff. Some of my collections here of art. People sent me stuff, and 1000 is one of my absolute favorite modern artists. He did that. He did This Beautiful Fox. Gogol Bordello is one of my favorite bands. Gypsy Punk. Some art other people sent me. But actually a lot had to come down because I had to put this case here. Excuse me. So that's what happened. This used to have all my 1/18 scale models. I had to take those down. Sold half of them to Kenny today. This is just some leftovers I have up here. Some art toys by Sucklord. Love that guy. Maggie's little collection over there. She's thank God not a huge hoarder of things. Some of my art down here. My remote control Mustang that I built when I was in high school. So this is all I have left over now of my 118 scale collection. Hold on. Hide these personal papers here. So as you can see, I just have these beautiful models from my friend Rob, 33DC in the UK. He sent me all three of these beautiful things. Play Forever is the company. I have this Lego Mustang from my friend Aaron, Cheap Ass Bricks. Then I have some of these DeLoreans that I have here from different people. Then these are my leftover childhood 118 scales, the Testarossa, the Mustang, this F40, this BMW I got with my dad, one of the last things we got together at a thrift store, this beautiful 2002 BMW, the Bullet Mustang, you got the OG freaking Civic that Hot Wheels made. It's a taxi there. Got a beautiful Michael Keaton Batmobile designed by Fireball Tim, from who I have some amazing art right here. Fireball Tim I commissioned him to do that, and then he signed it for me. Then I got that from him and that. I have a couple other pieces. This is my Fast and the Furious collection, which I'm very proud. Both Maggie and I collected together. We have every single Hot Wheels release of Fast and the Furious cars here. They're all there, kids. They're all there. So, very proud of that. That's a collection that's been going on for years and years and years. Of course, we have Brian's rides here. And this is like the grail. I just got this as a gift or trade from my good friend Pondo down in the south. He sent me the full case of the original release of the premium Fast and the Furious set. Those things are not cheap. So, oh yeah, also here we have some of like the not Hot Wheels, premium Fast and Furious cars. Those are amazing. That is my cat. Oliver. You can come in, buddy. Hi. So these are some of my leftovers of my childhood cars that my dad got for me. I got rid of maybe 20 of the other ones I had. I don't need all of them to remember my dad or my childhood, so I saved the ones I like, and some other stuff my dad got me and some of my friends got me. Some of these custom trains from good friends of mine. Then I have some childhood Hot Wheels down there. Then all of these are customs from my friends and other people. Those are all there. These are like my... Hi, everyone. These are like my top-notch stuff in my collection here. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into telling you everything about these. But these are like chases, hard to find things, supers, limited editions, exclusives, you name it, man. Aoshimas. Just amazing, amazing stuff. Just all of this makes me happy. I love it. Kaido House. Okay. Not saying this for street cred, but from bottom up to the third row are all chases. I don't care if you judge me for showing off. This is my collection. I got these chases because I like them, not to impress anyone. I could care less. I love cars in raw. I love like bare metal cars, and Kaido House are awesome. And most of these Kaidos I got at case breaks on Whatnot, where I only paid $20 for them. Some I paid full price, but like not this evasive Honda. I got that for $20. The Hornet Chase and the regular. I got these for I think I won that on case break And that I just bought for like 20 bucks. DGK, hell yeah. So yeah, and then I have all the other Kaido house. As you can see, there's room for more Kaidos to come. Junimai is releasing some amazing stuff in the future. He's making a Hako, he's making a Kaido racer, a whole bunch of new castings that he's coming out with, and I am totally excited about it and can't wait to add to my collection. But yeah, I also oh yeah, that's a limited edition. That's a rare one too. I also customized some of these. Like this one was a 4x4, right? That one was this one. See how it's lifted? And I swapped everything on the bottom there to make it a normal 510 wagon Datsun. So I really like that. My friend Vic showed me how to do that. That's something he made. Diecast Creepo. So, yeah, there you go. That's the Kaido House stuff. And I absolutely love all my freaking customs by other people, amazing people. I just love these. This is the newest one I got. I'll shout him out. Steve Young from Miniature Mustangs. I commissioned him to make this, and boy did he not disappoint. That is beautiful. So actually most of these are by him in this case. So anyway, so yeah, that's it. Then I have my 124 scale Fast and the Furious lineup of the cars that matter. So that's what's up there. Oh, speaking of Steve Young, there he is. He sent me that, which was so cool of him. Thank you, Steve. And Maggie made me this one. She ordered that beautiful custom. And this is my one and only absolute favorite premium Hot Wheels. I love the design of the car. RX-7 freaking Mazda is one of my absolute favorite cars. So this is the only premium Hot Wheels that I have on card. Well, that's just a Team Transport because DeLoreans, and that's not a Hot Wheels. So yeah. And these are some of my favorite customizers right there. Let's see. This is some of my toy collection that's not diecast. Again, everything that just has ton of meaning to me. I absolutely love everything in here. From old anime, cartoons, shows, movies. This is a custom one of by Tokyo Toy Bonsai, or it's called Bastard Borg. He used to be called Tokyo Toy Bastard on YouTube. But yeah, 2021. He made this for me, and I absolutely love it, and it's cherished in my forever collection. Then down here we have Ed 209, the ultimate version. I love that. And I have my DeLorean, Christopher Lloyd signed. My Ukrainian Air Force F-16 that I just got. MiG-29, Robocop, Stan Lee, Rocketeer, the flux capacitor that fluxes. Oh yeah, that was signed by Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger. I met him in person with Maggie. That was an amazing day. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was signed by David Tennant, Doctor Who. And these are my Back to the Future and Turtles collection here. And other figures. And of course my customs by Retrospect Customs, Leland. My good friend and amazing customizer. He did all these foxes and that guy and a bunch of guys back there. Then we have Fast and the Furious stuff. That's signed by Jesse. I have some figures there. Some dioramas in the back. Ayrton Senna's helmet. This was, I forget his name, signed by the Fast and the Furious guy that drove that car. Then we have my special Kaido House shelf, 118 ignition model, Datsun 510, Junimai's Datsun 510. I love this car, it's so cool. I think there's only, what's that say down there? Hey Oliver, I'm trying to zoom in, buddy. There we go. So only 200 of these exist. I have number 88. So that's cool. Hey, buddy. Oliver, hi, bud. Oh, hi. Oh, you want to cuddle, huh? Oh, that's my boy. Give me a minute, buddy. Alright, then we have some other stuff here at Kaido House. We have some Junimai signed 510s back there. And this was signed by the Liberty Walk guy, the CEO of Liberty Walk, which is awesome. So yeah, those are like my creme de la creme. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's my collection there. And behind me, the diecast stuff right there. So very happy that that's all I have. I have some Jay and Silent Bob signed things right here. Those are both autographed. We have Mr. Brainwash, Matchbox collaboration. There's a Mini Cooper in there. And then these things I got recently, last year. These are the DGK Kaido House collaboration decks, which I had to have. So I have 2 of those. And yeah, that's it, man. That's about it. So there you go, guys. All right. So that's about it for this video. I didn't even need to cut it, man. I don't care. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for hearing me out. Just know that I'm super happy. I don't know how often I'm gonna be putting out like videos on YouTube. Again, I'm very happy just enjoying my life, man. I'm happy doing everything that I'm doing. I'm gonna be making more art and just living a life, man. Enjoying myself, enjoying my family, enjoying my friends, and I'm enjoying my collection, man. I'm actually enjoying all of this stuff. I love looking at it. It's awesome, man. I don't know. I don't know how to describe to you guys. I've been mumbling and rambling for almost an hour, probably. So yeah, thank you so much for your attention. Just wanted to unload a bunch of stuff on you guys, give you a couple of updates about me, about my life, about my channel. I don't know what else is there. I'm still gonna be doing fundraisers for Ukraine, like auctions. I might do claim sales on my channel. I might even do another channel on my channel. I might do another channel on my channel. I might do another fundraiser auction on my channel, like I used to do here with all of you guys, the community. I don't know how many, like, there's not that many diecast people watching my channel because I don't provide the content that I used to. So it's totally understandable, but a bunch of you still check in with me, which I appreciate you guys a lot. It means you're kind of into what I'm doing here, not just like, hey, look. So, not that there's anything wrong with that. So, but yeah, we're gonna do more auctions. We're gonna do more stuff. If you guys are interested in helping out with my cause here on this channel, to support Ukraine, to help, dislocated families that lost their homes, to help children that lost their mom and dad, or one or the whole family. If you want to help out some of our military with medicine, provisions, food, if you want to help out some animals to be rescued from war zones in Ukraine, if you want to contribute to providing vehicles for volunteers in Ukraine that deliver food or whatever to the front lines, if you want to contribute to helping certain regiments like Kraken, right there I have a thank you from them for all the support we've done for them. If you want to help Ukraine in any way, and you want to do it through me, please do. Reach out to me, send me anything you can that's like valuable for an auction, so like super treasure hunts, RLCs, hard to find things that are diecast, or some rare toys or something like that, something that people will bid on. Um, I would very much appreciate that. I would love any of you who are customizers. We've been getting so much support from customizers from the diecast community. It's been amazing. They've helped so much. We've sold customs for a lot of money. I've bought a bunch of them too because they're fucking awesome. You saw some of them there. If you're a customizer and you want to donate some of your customs for the cause for me to auction off and send the money to Ukraine, please contact me or just send it my way. It will be properly or appropriately utilized. I also do like I send boxes to Ukraine every month or every 2 months, depends on how much people are donating. So we fill boxes with Hot Wheels. If you have a bunch of Hot Wheels that are sealed, new, like we don't want anything out of box or used or damaged. If you have like fantasy cars or any kind of Hot Wheels that you wouldn't mind parting with, send it my way. Like I said, I send a box to Ukraine every month or every 2 months filled with everything that you guys donate. Legos, Barbies, toys for girls, toys for boys, clothing for younger children, like younger children. I don't know what the age group would be, like between from toddlers up to like teeny boppers, I guess. If you have any clothing for those, if you have any toys for babies, any of that stuff, I try not to accept anything big because that's too expensive for me personally to send. So I can't really take like a baby seat or anything like that. But if you have any of the stuff I mentioned and you don't mind parting with it, just make sure it's new or in package, something like that. I'll happily accept those donations and send those boxes to Ukraine as I do anyway. I also donate my own money from my paycheck. I send that to Ukraine. Whenever we have auctions, I add money to that on top of what I buy. Yeah, just one more thank you to everyone that always helps with these things. You guys know who you are, especially one of you, Chris. You guys donate money. You guys buy everything up at these whatnot sales or my auctions here on YouTube. Thank you. Just thank you so much. We've raised, I can safely say, over the past 3+ years since the war in Ukraine started by Russia, we have sent $20,000 to Ukraine over those years. So between me and everyone here who's watching, who has contributed to these fundraisers, thank you. You guys are heroes. You're saving lives. You're helping people live better. Yeah, here's to you. Thank you so much. You guys you're the heroes. You're the heroes. So, yeah, thanks everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this little update video and what's up with Nas, I guess. I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Live long and prosper. Collect what you like. Own your collection. And don't let your collection own you. And most importantly, don't be assholes. Peace, everyone. Слава Україні! Героям слава! Смерть клятим ворогам!